All right, how y'all doing? This is Captain Jack, and after a little bit of a layoff, and apologies for me being a little bit late, but I'm not going to go through traffic and get into an accident. I mean, it was enough that I had the the video showing that I was going on tonight. And so I see, thank you that Ed Winchell's here, Raider Homer, and then Frank Rizzo. Frankie Rizzo! Thank you for being here. And I'm happy for the one thing that I finally got the one camera to work. But now I'm really, what's the word I'm looking for? Hey, shipmate, how you doing there? The elder AJ Brayhew is here. Thank you for that. But I'm trying to get the announcement out that we are on the YouTube channel. I'm trying to post it to Facebook so that people know where we are. But computer glitches. And the other thing that's really upsetting me is my brand new computer. The other one, well, not brand new, but the very new computer, which I normally do my other, the one that has like the 12 gig memory, I turn it on and the keys don't work. So I'm trying to do, I have the mouse and I go over and I'm hitting everything. Is this on or did I turn it off? Okay. So I'm trying to get things to do here. And it won't, there's nothing that I can do because the damn keys are sticking. I'll show you here. See, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it's not working. No, it's not an Apple. I don't do Apple computers. Because I don't like Apples. I like, non-Apples. So there we go. I'm at least going to post this here so everybody knows that we are on live. And it's on the Captain Jack page on Facebook. So at least we know that. We got that going for us. But the thing is now what's upsetting me is that now I got, unless you guys know what, and I can't even, I did a hard boot, and I'm probably going to have to do that again. I'm going to do a hard boot to see what can go on. Just turn it right the frick off. Okay, it's off. And it's one of those things, I try to be prepared. I got things working and good to go. And then, things that just really bug the piss out of me. I'm trying to watch my mouth too. Is when you have the technical glitches and it's just upsetting. So at least we know that I got to the big computer and the lights are pretty good. I wanted to, I actually redid the lights so that they're working. And so at least you can hear me and we can do that. Now I'm going to, in a minute, I'm not quite yet. I'm going to put the phone on, and obviously you guys can hear me. I would have heard by now that, hey, what the hell, I can't hear you. But we got to do the bottom line up front. And to me, the biggest bottom line up front is that at least now we know that Landry Jones is not an NFL quarterback, because the Raiders signed a tight end by the name of Eric Swoops, and in order to get him on the roster, they had to make a corresponding roster move, and they cut Landry Jones. Now, Landry Jones was cut last year from the Steelers, was picked up for a little while by the Jaguars, and didn't even really play because he was cut earlier by the Jaguars. And if you can't make it as a Jaguars backup, what's going on there? So the point is that we had him in camp. Apparently, he didn't impress enough being in camp that, and again, I think he's 32 years old. The Raiders figured out that, we have a better option if we're going to bring a quarterback along that's going to deserve a second chance. God, it's hard for me to say this, but Nathan Peterman is that quarterback because Mike Glennon is entrenched. He's gonna be there, but Nathan Peterman has more upside than Landry Jones does, and that's unique. That Landry Jones is the odd man out. Chris Donna, thank you for coming aboard, sir. Play Hysteria by Def Leppard. Well, here's the thing. And actually, the music that you can play, if I don't own the rights to it, it's a copyright infringement. And they can sue me. So that's why you get music that is, there is, what do you call it, the free play music. Because at this point, I don't want Def Leppard to come after me. Now, I can do miniature cut-ups, but there's a very small sense as to how long they can be. Technically, I can do like 5 seconds and they can sue me if they know what the song is. So that's why I don't do that. No, it's not quite football season, Chris, but we're getting there. That's why we're talking about our bottom line up front with Landry Jones being cut. And at least it's pretty much we know that Mike Glennon's going to be our backup as of right now. I mean, my goodness, Peterman looks like he might spend another year on the practice squad if there is any sort of positivity there that we're going to get something out of him. I hope that the elder A.J. Brahue is still here. I hope so, because I want to talk to him about his Dodgers. And I didn't get a chance to put up the he is a very solid backup there, Chris. Very solid backup. But what we are going to do is we're going to open the phone line. I got my Google Hangouts up, so that's good to go. And I'm going to put on the other side so we'll have it at our ready. But I'm going to get those up while we're talking around. Like I said, at least people know that we're on, okay? I'm trying to search on TV because I'm like, is there anything sports related tonight? I don't think so, because the other than obviously baseball, and I'll see if I can even get a baseball game on. Okay, to be honest, the Phillies went into Chicago and they split with the Cubs. The Phillies are still in first place. I know that you guys can give a crap, but it is to me. I mean, they're what, 8 games over 500. So that's a good thing. The Dodgers, or I should say, the Elders Dodgers and Ed's Dodgers are 32-18. I'm looking. Are they? No, not quite. There are teams that have 30. Actually, the Astros and the Twins have 33 wins, and also the Yankees have 32 wins. And the Yankees actually have one less loss, so technically they are a better team than your Los Angeles Dodgers. I know that was going to cause quite a stir. Bucks in Toronto are on TV. Oh, okay. Thank you there, Ed. I'll find that. That's like 225 or so on around that. Thanks for that. I at least didn't know it's either TNT or TBS. Or is it ESPN? Might be ESPN. Let's see. Nope, it's college softball. So it's probably TNT, which is about 228, I believe, on DirecTV. It's not quite that, but I know it's around there. So I'll find. Oh, here we go. 245. I was a little off. So we got the Bucks. We are going to watch some basketball. Again, the line is open. Hockey season is over. Chris, well, you live in SoCal, so were you a Sharks fan, Chris, or were you like somebody else? Because my hockey season ended before it even began. I mean, playoff wise, obviously the Flyers didn't make it. The Lightning, who I ceremoniously Sharks, yeah, okay. Hey man, I thought the Sharks were the best team in the West. And for the Blues to beat them, that's a testament to that crew. So, that is, Blues got a really good team. Golden State waiting to see who they play. Yeah, I know we're going to have to wait for the finals on that. Series are tied 2-2 at basketball in the East, and Toronto and Milwaukee are actually both tied at 43 right now, with a minute 25 to half. And is anybody going to beat Golden State? I mean, Durant has all of this extra time off, and the East is just going to continue to play and play and play. And I mean, I thought that the Bucks with Giannis had an opportunity to beat the Warriors, but if they're having a hard time getting past the Raptors, I have to believe that the Warriors got this. And this will be the end of the dynasty, because that Durant is not sticking around. That Durant's not sticking around, but such is life. By the way, again, thank you for being here. And if you don't mind, take the live streaming feed for YouTube, and share it up to all of the groups that on Facebook. We'll hopefully get some people over here. But I'm waiting for some phone calls. I saw that we had Chris and Frank and the Elder. I definitely want the Elder to talk about his Dodgers. I know. Ed will talk about his Dodgers pretty much. And yeah, Golden State will be fine without Durant. That's why I said that. Though, I mean, the only way that the Bucks, in my mind, could have won was if Durant was gone for the entire playoffs and they got very little of a series with the Raptors, but the Raptors are hanging in tight. So we'll see. Ed says that Ed says that they might not be so fine without Durant. It'll be unique to see where Kevin Durant goes, because again, with the fact that the Knicks did not get the number one pick in the draft, that they didn't get the number one pick in the draft, really, really puts a kibosh on maybe like that big trio of Durant and then Zion and then whoever they would pick up at guard. And I'm telling you, if the Knicks are smart, they'll get Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker is less of a loser than Kyrie is. And I think that they'll be better off with Kemba Walker. Well, okay, Luce Thompson, Green, that might be. Yeah, I was going to say, now they better make sure that that Thompson is there, Green is there. I mean, I tell you, Looney's been playing out of his mind, or is it Loney? Whatever, the big kid, because they lost the big center. He used to play for the Pelicans. What's his name? His name is escaping me right now. You know who I mean. That he was gone early, so they've been playing through the injuries, but we'll see what happens. Line is open. Oh, by the way, while we have Thompson on the board with Chris, the fact that he didn't make an All-NBA team, not first, not second, not third, he wasn't on an All-NBA team. That is wrong. That is wrong. And if you're a basketball fan and you can't have him on one of those on a first two, or like 1, 2, or 3 All NBA, and you snub him, that's wrong. And if the Warriors don't sign him, losing Durant and possibly losing Thompson, they might be in a world of hurt, because you're not going to do all that you did and losing Thompson. And I like I said, Durant and Green didn't have that chemistry. I mean, they said that things were okay, but they really weren't okay. And it hasn't been really okay for a while. but we'll see. Line is open. I put the phone up, and so I can see that if there's a call or not. I can watch the comments. You guys can hear me, so I know that I'm good to go there. I'm not missing any comments. I'm not missing any phone calls. It's getting to be that time of year when this is really this is the doldrums of the spring / I mean, it's the start of the summer unofficially on Monday with Memorial Day. You know, the summer is Memorial Day to Labor Day, officially or unofficially or not, but that's the summer, and I'm really looking forward to it because, again, in Florida, we get more of the summer than a lot of the other folks. I mean, it's a little bit longer, but it's also very sticky and hot. So, you know, you kind of plan around, you know, the afternoon thunder boomers. You're going to lose your DirecTV. And, you know, you got baseball. And, you know, and that's one of the reasons why the Rays need an indoor stadium is because of the majority of the baseball season being in the summer. Here for home, you definitely need to be in an enclosed environment. So that's why the Rays need this an indoor stadium. And, you know, be it as it may, a lot of people make fun of the Trop, but, you know, the Trop's not that bad. It's not an opportune place to play baseball, but it doesn't suck as much as people says it sucks. So if you want to talk basketball, like I said, we're watching, or at least I am, while I'm watching your comments. If you're watching, we're watching the Raptors and the Bucks to see who's going to go up against the Warriors. Hockey doesn't start until, I think, Sunday. I think it's game 1. Blues, Bruins. And the last time the Blues were in the Stanley Cup Final was, I think, 1970 with the very famous Bobby Orr game winner where he's like sprawled, crossing, I mean, midair sprawl in front of the Blues goal for the game-winning goal. Very famous picture. So, but we'll do that. Yeah, Frank, we'll talk Raiders. Give me a call. Give me a call, Frank. Did you see the press conference? No, which press conference? I like the Terrell Williams interview. He has a great chance to be a stud this year. Yeah, I mean, and I tell you what, Frank, and we'll talk Raiders. Give me a call if you can. But obviously I'll read comments. We'll talk everybody. We'll talk whatever you want. This is now, remember, Ask Captain Jack is going to be on Sunday nights in football season, a little bit before football season. And when the Ask Captain Jack show is on Sundays, it's all football all the time. You don't know jack about sports. We'll obviously move to Thursdays, and we can talk anything. We'll talk whatever you want. That'll move to Thursday. You want to talk baseball, hockey, whatever, basketball, tiddlywinks, auto racing, whatever. We'll do that. But remember, Ask Captain Jack show, when it goes to Sundays, we're talking football. Yeah, Chris, I mean, and the thing is with Gruden is primarily a two-back offense guy. He does not like to run a lot of single back. If you remember Gruden 1.0, you had Zach Crockett, John Ritchie, Charlie Garner, Tyrone Wheatley. Did I say Tyrone Wheatley already? Tyrone Wheatley, Zach Crockett, John. Okay, yeah. So it was a lot of two-back set, and the fullback got the ball. You know, had to be a good blocker. It definitely had to be somebody that can catch the ball. So that's why I'm thinking that really, you know, with the way that this team is set up, Chris Warren better make sure he can catch the ball if he has any shot of making this club to be the big back, to be a big lead back for Jacobs, because he's going to be that change of pace. Remember, as far as he's bigger than Jacobs, but Jacobs is like one cut and he's gone. And Jacobs is going to have a fabulous year. Fabulous year. I mean, there's a possibility that the Raiders will have both the offensive and defensive rookies of the year. because Cleveland Farrell at end is going to be a godsend. I'm not saying he's going to make everybody forget 50 who, but I think he's going to be great for us. Hey, no worries, Neil. Hey, I was late myself, shipmate. I was late myself. So, again, apologies for that, but at least I wanted to make sure that the camera was on. And I do have my, and I know I keep saying this. The interior designer is coming on Tuesday to give her plan of attack. Okay. So I got until Tuesday to at least get some more things done. I will take a video of remember the old room that was the office room. It's a wonderful guest bedroom now. It's wonderful guest bedroom. I can't wait, to actually have my, it'll be great for the son. It looks good. In fact, if I wasn't spending so much time in here, I'd go back to that room. It still has the old desk that was behind me that had all the stuff on it, but it's a great room, and we're ready to go. So remember, the line is open, guys. 813-699-0834. Somebody's got to call. I mean, you can hear me for sure, but we've already said. And by the way, Ingold, like I said, and I agree with you there. Okay, Ingold, in my estimation, is going to knock Keith Smith off the roster. Keith Smith is knocked off the roster because Alec Ingold can run, he can catch, and he can block. And he's young and he's hungry. And Gruden got a chance to see him when he was coaching the South and over there, whoever they coached, whichever team. So I think Ingold makes it. And Ryan, what was it, Juracek? I think it's Juracek. Let me get this right. I'll have to update this with the new tight end and drop Landry Jones. But Juracek, I believe, is the fullback I'm looking at. Yeah, Juracek. Juracek might make the team too. I tell you what. Ingold, Juracek, one of them, if not both of them, make it. But that's Raiders football. Okay? And yeah, I can't wait too. Probably this weekend, I'm going to get my what do you call it? Facilities together as far as getting all my, not flights, but I'm going to get my rooms ready. So if, by the way, anybody who lives in LA that wants the captain to stick around in LA, great. And Ed, if Ed, I'll hang out with you for a weekend, one of the games too, if you have an extra couch. I'm not trying to impose, but I'd love to hang out with some people. I'm actually, if Jimmy Farrell comes back on, Jimmy Farrell already said I can stay with him in New York, or Jerry D. He said it last year. We'll see if that happens, but I got New York covered. Okay. I got covers. Oh, you're Chris Donnet. If you got a room 2 hours east of LA, I'm there, man. But again, not imposing. If you want to hang out with the captain, okay? Because I want to hang out with people that are there, and it's cool because again, it's expensive. It's expensive to do what I do, but I want to be there for all of the fans, or be there as much as possible. So we'll do that. Line is open, 813-699, and we got somebody on. Raider Rev, can you hear me, brother? Raider Rev, you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm in the house.
Okay, whoa, that is loud as hell. That is loud as hell. Sir. Hang on, brother. Hang on. And did you catch my response to your little tick about your Dodgers? I said, hey, you're not going to win 1-6. Well, You're not going to win 162. But again, the Rays kind of handled them last night. And I didn't get a chance to see it, but they were talking about Hill having a conniption over a bunt in the first inning or something.
You know, let's be honest. You know, the bunt situation is a tricky one, but this one's on Hill. He should have threw it inside if he wanted to make an effective, you know, play at the shift.
Right.
And that's his bad. And I believe his reaction was more or less he's mad at himself for it.
Yeah,
versus,
but he was like
the team, you know, or the coach.
I got that, but I mean, I didn't see the video. I didn't need to see the video. I was listening to Sports Talk here, and they were talking about how much of a child he was. For like,
yeah, well, let's give the guy just a little bit of latitude. He's been through a rough patch, losing I believe it's his son.
Okay.
Okay. And that was recent, you know, of years. Anybody going through something like that, and you know, especially me knowing how that feels. I have not lost my children, thank God, but serving as an usher before I was become a minister, I've seen many of people lay their kids to rest.
Okay.
And it is no picnic.
Oh no, it's not. And again, I did not know that. So again, you know, my condolences to Rich Hill and his family on his major loss. And that is like you said, that is a harsh thing to live through when you lose a child.
Yeah, and he's been playing through it through the years. But you know, my hat's off to him, and my prayers are with him and his family. It sucks. There's no words, condolences, or, you know, that are good enough to bring comfort to one, except our Lord and Savior is a healer and a rainmaker and a mover and an inspiration and a teacher and all innocent what he is. But you know, it is a heartfelt thing when that happens. So yeah, but you know, again, let's shift gears. At the Dodgers, they are the team in the NL. And I honestly, I'm not just on the hype train because I'm a Dodger fan.
You sure?
But when I look at, they could have got who your Phillies got. When I look at, they could have got Machado.
Yeah.
And yet Bellinger, Turner, Freeze, and company. Okay, and Hyun-Jin Ryu, woo boy, I love him on my PlayStation, but the dude is hot, and I love his moxie right now. He's in a zone. He's coming to his own at a time when Kershaw is his days are fading. Okay.
Wow, if Kershaw is fading, I mean, if you think that he's fading. And he's still one of the best pitchers in the National League.
That's right. His you know, his best years are behind him. So that's what I mean to say. And he's not going to be around that much longer to play. His retirement is upon him. So I think with the batch we got, it's coming.
The retirement of Clayton Kershaw. Clayton Kershaw is what, 35, maybe?
Oh, his injuries have caught up to him. You know, his bad back. I have a bad back. I know what that feels like.
Yeah, I know. I was there with you the one day we went to the VA.
Yeah, you know, no. We just, let's be realistic. You know, stop drinking the rose-colored, you know, looking through rose-colored shades and drinking the Kool-Aid here. We'd love for him to pitch forever, but that's not realistic. I don't think he is going to push it because after so many surgeries and backs, I think he had a back surgery or something. That's, you know.
It's debilitating. Ooh. It is. It's debilitating.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm getting ready to look at something because I got an issue in my thoracic and I feel the stuff coming around my stomach, the nerves. So, you know, brother, no, he's not going to play for that long. I give him maybe another year, 2 at the most after this.
Okay.
So we got a good nucleus of a team, but again, back to the bats. Who would have thought that you get rid of Puig and you got Bellinger and company just swinging away, leading the majors, along with your guy over there? I look at, okay, the brain trust of the Dodgers. Somebody knew something and said we're not going to overpay for these big names. But we got enough in house. I like it. I really like their chances this year.
And you know what?
Some pitching behind them. The bullpen is questionable at times. Yeah. At times they show up. Sometimes they don't.
That's the
like Almond Joy, right?
That's the Achilles heel of both the Phillies and the Dodgers is what did they have outside of their starting pitching? And that's going to be something that's going to need to be answered by both teams. Because actually I was looking at the records. The Phillies and the Dodgers almost have, I don't say identical records, but they're within 3 games of each other. And, you know, and I'm looking at, it's anybody's race this year. Obviously, the Dodgers have been to the last 2 series as the National League representative. But I'm telling you, the Cubs and the Brewers, the Phillies, even the Braves are not an afterthought right now. The Mets are kind of in the doldrums. But you looking at like, you know, and I hate, not that I hate saying it, but it's like even the Pirates and the Cardinals are not out of it. It's still early yet, but it's really, it's anybody's game in the National League as to who's going to win the division, as to who's going to win the wild card. It's really anybody's game. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting when you get past the doldrums of July. And once you get to August is when it gets really interesting.
Yeah, and I got to say it's a special time and a treat of the year for baseball, because after baseball, when basketball gets over, and I'm going to be real honest with you about this, I'm not even interested in watching. I'm more interested in that Kawhi Leonard Toronto Raptor Milwaukee game with Giannis, because there's nothing else really out there. You know, Golden State, they make me sick because I'm sick of seeing them. Like they're becoming like the Dallas Cowboys of the old, and you know they just pile it on. And you know who you're going to see every year. I got tired of watching Buffalo and Dallas and Denver with Horseface playing against the Cowboys. I got sick and tired of seeing it. And so now I'm just sick and tired of seeing this. And you would think I'm a Golden State fan because I'm from Oakland, but I've always been a Laker. Yeah. So, you know, they're going to get their act together.
I was going to ask you about that, knowing that you're from Oaktown and that you're a Laker fan. I mean, you must have had a hard childhood. And I know that you had some hard Scrabble back home, okay? I know that you were not on the golden streets of Reseda or the golden streets of Hollywood Hills or wherever, okay? Hard Scrabble.
I grew up in New York, and I remember watching them on TV.
Okay.
You know, and Kareem, Magic, Worthy, you know, AC Green. Man, yeah, I can go on and on, but I remember seeing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with that sky hook. Nobody could defend that.
Yeah.
And, you know, they just had an aura that doesn't really exist anymore today in Tinseltown. So I don't know. But I see Kyrie Irving coming to the Lakers. I see another free agent or two coming. I think Kawhi Leonard, if he loses this series with the Bucks, I think he's leaving and he's coming to LA.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, the elder.
Even if he wins, I really think I think he wants to get out of the cold of Toronto.
Okay, but now for my boy Raider Rev, and I love you, and I mean that, it's wholehearted. Give me your best out the door. Are the late who is going to, other than Kyrie, other than Kawhi, who is your surprise that's going to be coming in to Los Angeles, the team with LeBron, to keep your Lakers out of the doorstops of the Pacific Division? next year because you need another guy. LeBron needs Kawhi. He needs Kyrie, but he needs somebody else. Who is your dark horse there, shipmate?
Well, I think Jeannie Buss is going to open up the purse and lure Kevin Durant down to Tinseltown.
Ain't happening.
I think he's coming to L.A. to play with LeBron
and
Kawhi Leonard.
Ain't happening.
I'm going to tell you why.
Okay,
I'm going to tell you why. The relationship in Golden State is torn.
Oh,
he doesn't want to go across the bay to play for a sissy town. He doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to go play another year and be option number or whatever it is.
Oh, he's out of Oakland. He's out of Oakland.
Curry.
He's out of
Klay
Oakland.
Thompson wants out. Klay Thompson's rumored to be coming to my Lakers.
Okay, that's what I was looking for.
That's what I was looking for. We do need a shooting guard, so he fits.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. KD is not coming to the Lakers, and I'll tell you why. Okay, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say goodbye to one of my favorite callers because I want to make sure other folks up. KD is not coming to the Lakers because Kevin Durant wants to be seen as the number one option for whichever team he goes to. But he's
not going to New York. He's not going to go there. What's he going to play in New York? He'd be the only guy on the roster.
But New York has cap space to bring in a couple of people. That's why I say New York with Kevin Durant, Kemba Walker, who's my estimation, and whoever they get, if they got either Morant or the other kid from Duke as their third option, and with number 3, they can make a team there, and they got enough space to get a fourth guy.
Look, before you let me go, here's some predictions I think could happen. Okay.
Okay.
Because Zion Williams is going down to New Orleans.
He's going to New Orleans.
Playing with the guy we let go, and he's pretty good power forward now. I think they let go of AD somehow to be a trade, but AD does end up with the Lakers some kind of way in the future.
Okay.
But I think Kevin Durant could go to New Orleans to play with Zion and company.
That might be possible. Yes, that is possible. That is possible.
Okay, because he could get on the cheap and say, well, I'm going to take this franchise in the West and play against Golden State and show them something. But I think my Lakers, I wish I were the brain trust in the room on draft day coming up this next month. I want Bol, or I want Jackson out of Texas, or I want the tall kid, the 7'6" from USF. Yeah,
and he's home. He's a homeboy here. He's a damn good player.
Man, I have got a guy's name on the tip of my tongue. I forget it. But the kids, those 3 right there, and even that kid out of Gonzaga would be a great fit for the Lakers. I would not go after the guard, another point guard, because Kyrie's coming in, and you still got Ball, and I would trade Ball as soon as I get the opportunity. Him and his big mouth daddy.
Exactly. I'd get rid of Ball in a heartbeat. Partner, I love talking to you. Again, hallelujah and PTL to my boy Raider Rev.
Hey, it was my birthday yesterday, and I'm still celebrating. Thank you, everyone who wished me a happy birthday on Facebook and such. God bless every one of you. Smile through your situation, especially, and go bless someone. Be a blessing to somebody. Amen.
Amen.
Go Raiders!
Raiders! There you go, baby. Hey, remember I said happy birthday to you as well, even though we were talking about your Dodgers.
Thank you.
Hey, always good hearing from you, shipmate. We'll talk soon.
God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bless you. That's Raider Rev, man. Always a good time with Raider Rev in the house. Raider Rev. I know he's the elder, AJ Brayhill. But he's Raider Rev to me, baby. But that is a line open. The number's right here, 813-699-0834. Again, if you are watching, take the link and post it up on Facebook to all the Raider groups. Like I said, we're talking sports. We can talk Raider. I want to talk Raider football, but you got to call in. I'm going to talk to whatever the callers steer my way. We were talking Lakers and Warriors and Knicks. Actually, going back to what Raider Ev was saying, the elder, I think if Kevin Durant is smart, he goes to Nolans. That is where he can make his mark. With him and Zion together, man, that'd be a fierce combo, kind of like the early days of David Robinson and Tim Duncan. Those two right there. Maybe I'm old, but I think that would really work. Zion Williamson and Kevin Durant. That'd be great. That'd be great. And I tell you, the Pelicans can turn that stuff around real quick. And the brow is out of New Orleans. He's out. But we'll see what happens. Basketball season. I'll give you an update. Third quarter. Wow, we talked right through halftime. 8:16 to go. Milwaukee is up 60-51. Looks like who's that? Was that Giannis on the free throw line? I didn't see who was shooting free throws. So now they're up. Oh no, it was Toronto. No, it wasn't Toronto. They're in red. All right, everybody, get ready for the doctor. The doctor's in the house. How you doing there, shipmate?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
Doing real good. I was hearing the elder talk about who he thought the Lakers were going to take and who's going to go over there. But I think from all the stuff I'm hearing over here outside of Charlottesville, University of Virginia, I'm predicting DeAndre Hunter, the forward from Virginia, the one that was making all those shots and three-pointers and playing good defense, may be going to the Lakers.
I tell you what, and the Lakers have the 4 pick, right?
Yep, and that's where he's projected to go is at number 4.
Yeah, and I tell you, Hunter played balls to the wall in the tournament, and I tell you what, that would be a fantastic pickup for the Lakers. And they could build a LeBron with Hunter. Like I said, the elder thinks that Kyrie's going to be there. I don't know. I mean, if Kyrie wants a double dose of LeBron again, I don't know whether they could probably work it out. I just don't like Kyrie's game with LeBron. I just don't like that game. So Hunter would be a godsend to them. Kevin Durant is not going to the Lakers. Let me say, I bet. What do I bet? Let me bet something that's not too expensive that I could lose, no problem. I bet a classic Raider hat, and I have a few of them. I bet a classic Raider hat that Kevin Durant does not go to the Lakers. I'm just saying it. Kevin Durant wants to be his own man, okay? That's it.
Well, as a Boston Celtics fan, I hope they take Kyrie.
I know you do because you want him off your team.
I don't like anybody when they throw other people off the bus, and that infuriates me. Basketball's a team sport. I mean, that's why I really like. And I'm not a Golden Warriors fan. I trust me by no means, but I have to give them respect and props for how well they do play as a team.
Okay. By the way, Cher, thank you there. I'm reading it. Cher, thank you for posting in the groups. Anybody that posts, thank you. Bottom of my heart. We're going to get people over here. We're going to get them off of Facebook because if you want to watch the show, this is the place to be to watch the show. We're not doing it on Facebook. Better video, better audio, and better guests, obviously. And so we'll have it. Thank you there, Sharon. Thank you to everybody else. So if your Celtics lose Kyrie, okay, who are they gonna sign to take up for that slap? Are they gonna get Kemba Walker if he's out there? I think that Kemba Walker is the guard to get. He's the guard to get.
I would love that, but I also think right now they're looking a lot over into Europe in their future draft picks. It's what it seems to me from everything I'm reading that they're looking over to Europe to pull some of those guys from over there. I really don't know how well that's going to pay off.
Now, has there really been an outstanding Euro. I mean, the one kid, was it Drago? Not the Russian boxer Drago. The one kid that was playing for, oh my God, I can't remember even what team he's on, but he was a fantastic addition for the NBA this year, and I can't even remember what team he's on. And that tells you exactly what it is with Euro players. I mean, remember when Ricky Rubio was going to be the godsend for the NBA, and he's still playing, but he's nothing. Okay. There hasn't been a Euro great player. I mean, Tony Parker, maybe. The other Yugoslav that played for a while, Petrovic, and he died. The guy that died, I can't even remember his name.
The Bulls back when they were doing their big run.
Kukoc,
one European guy. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, Tony Kukoc. Yeah, Tony Kukoc. But again, these are like players that are like the third guy on the team. The third guy on the team. I mean, Dirk Nowitzki has been the best Euro ever in my mind. Dirk Nowitzki.
I agree.
Okay?
I agree.
But other than Dirk Nowitzki, can you really name me an all-star team of European players for the NBA and have them go up against an all-star team of non-Euros? The non-Euros would kick their ass.
Well, see, Euros are good in that Olympic-style basketball because the rules are different.
Right.
But when they come over to the NBA, the game is so much different. It's way different. It's night and day different, just in the speed and just how the teams work and how the game is flow. Just the game flow is different.
Yeah, it is. It is a different game. It is a different game. But I got it. I didn't get a chance to do it with the elder because I was involved. And again, not that I don't like talking to you, but if you want to knock out the doc, the number is right there, 813-699-0834. Everybody gets at least 5 minutes here. Go on, Doc.
Did you watch any baseball the last couple of days? The White Sox had that triple play. I think that was the first one of the year, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, God, no. To be very honest, I've been working. I know we all work, but it's like I've gone. It's like work to home, work to home, work to home. I need to retire. I do need to retire. I'd be a hell of a lot happier. But it's one of those things where, and I'm knocking wood right as I say this, a lot of the way that the people that as soon as they retire, within about 2 years, they're dead. I don't want that to happen to me, but I want to retire so I can actually enjoy this room and hanging out, doing sports for everybody. And I will one of these days so I can actually just that'll be my life. I'll get up in the morning. I promise I'll work out when I get right out that door. It's gonna my what do you call it? My step machine and my weights. I'm gonna drop a little bit of this. I'll be sexy for my ladies like Cheryl, my lady Cher in Las Vegas. Sexy as sexy can be. But I'm gonna get in better health. But I need to quit working to do that there, Doc. And I don't know what to do. I'm sorry, I went on a tangent. Talk to me about the triple play.
Well, it was I just saw bits and pieces of it. That's why I was asking you if you saw it.
No, I missed it. I missed it.
Because I don't watch the White Sox that often.
Yeah.
That's why I just caught that on ESPN. I saw the little quick blip on it. But the one thing I did see, well, the best that I can see.
Yeah, no pun intended.
The Raiders at the Raiders OTA that AB came in.
Yeah.
That beautiful pass from Derek Carr. And if you really listen, you can hear Derek Carr go, "Oh, that feels good." And when I heard him say that, it just made me feel great. I'm like, I can just see how that's going to light up the board. I mean, it was just a great thing.
I tell you, man.
And them two seem to be hitting it off very well.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you heard the interview from Derek Carr, but AB has flown over to just throw with Derek.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, when he came, like the first day when he was traded, he was at Derek Carr's door, knocking on his door, doing things on his own. So they've already built up that rapport. So you got Carr with AB, and
he's singing AB's praises. He is singing all kinds of praises about how hard working AB is.
Right, and then you got Terrell Williams out there. You got Waller and I say this, Waller or. Right now, Derek Waller is the number one tight end by default. Okay, the kid has got a lot of ability, and I'm not going to do a Stephen Smith ASS. I'm not going to give you an A. Stephen Smith that says, well, he stays off the weed, but he needs to. He needs to be straight. And if he's straight, the Raiders have a really good opportunity to go far with Waller, but they need to figure out remember, they got Hunter Renfrow that's going to be their slot receiver. I'm not sure if he's going to be starting from day one, but he's going to get a lot of playing time because he is exactly what they've wanted in that slot receiver. He's what Gruden traded for last year with Switzer, and he didn't get it, and he got rid of him as soon as he could. Hunter Renfrow is the slot receiver that the Raiders have been wanting since Gruden's been on this team, and he's going to catch everything in sight. And you got
the two things I caught in Derek Carr's interview though, he said all the receivers at one time or another has come to play with him.
They're all going to get out there together. I can't wait to see it, man. I can't wait to see it.
And the second thing that you brought up, A. Stephen Smith. He also joked about it. Says, it was getting to me a little bit. Heck, he was threatening to kick people's butt. He was threatening people to fight.
I saw
what he was talking about.
I saw that too. Is that he was? And actually, I didn't see it, but I read the quote that in the off season, when people were bugging him about how he got sick and tired of hearing about how the Raiders were going to draft a quarterback, and then of course A. Stephen Smith ASS, and then Max Kellerman. Oh my God, shut up. Okay. When you listen to those people, and I'll just be nice and call them people, it would piss me off as well. But Derek, I know and this one's an ode to you there, Raider Rev, being the great Christian man that he is, would never do anything to do such things to A. Stephen Smith, no matter how they bugged him. So good beings for him.
And another thing, they even asked him. They said, well, after this year, because he said, I'm worried about 2019. They said, well, then it's going to start all over again. You're going to Vegas. And Derek said something that made me feel good. He said, I'm planning on going to Vegas. All the rumors are he says he don't want to go. That's bull. And he says, I'll be here, and I'm going to be here for a while. So y'all better get used to me.
Well, good. And I hopefully that happens. And, I want it to happen. By the way, Matt Marinovich saying that they were talking about legalizing weed. They need to. And I am a non-pot smoker, okay? Let me say that again. I'm a non-pot smoker. But the way that recreational marijuana is, the way that medicinal marijuana is, okay, it needs to be who cares? Because all the players do it anyway. So it just needs to go. It needs to be legal and not a drug that gets you a suspension. And again, I am a non-pot smoker. I am a very staunch anti-drug guy. I am, but you need to legalize marijuana. There's no two ways around it.
I never smoked a joint a day in my life.
No, I never have either.
I've never taken a legal drug in my life, and I got several years, just like you, from being tested in the Navy and post-Navy to prove my point.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I think marijuana should be legal nationally.
Yeah, I agree.
And because they're going to do it anyway, we might as well tax it.
Yeah, make some money
we
off
might as well regulate it and make it safe.
Yep, I agree.
you'll also be taking a lot of money from the drug cartels because that is still a major cash crop for the cartels out of the Central America.
Yeah.
Not to say any particular country because it's from multiple.
Mm-hmm.
And I just honestly think that if you do that, that could also maybe help with the opioid crisis because why would you do something illegal if you do something legal?
Yeah, and there's got to be something. And you being a medical professional as well, that is something that really needs to be looked at. Again, that's number one is the opioid crisis, and that takes from all walks of life, from the highest highs to the lowest lows.
And I'm going to tell you too, though, to be totally honest with you, prohibition didn't work with alcohol, and it's not going to work with marijuana.
Yeah, I agree.
So you might as well have a way to regulate it and tax it, and then there won't be as much of a how can I say it? You won't feel so bad if you do get in trouble with it and need help, because there'll be more programs that will be covered by insurances and everything else for people who do get in trouble with it.
Well, and I agree with you there. Give me your best out the door, Doc.
DC, all the way to Vegas, baby. Let's go Raiders.
Best words I heard. Thanks again for calling in there, shipmate. Always good hearing from you. That was the Doc coming on past the Raider Rev. We've had two good calls tonight. Always good to hear people. Dusty's joined us. Yo, Cap. Good to hear from you there, Dusty. Cheryl says edibles is where it's at. I will actually say this, and I'm looking right, where's the camera? I'm looking right into the camera. I have never had any illegal drugs in my life. No marijuana, no cocaine, although a girl gave me a lip freeze one, or was it a gum freeze one time? It freaked me the hell out. And I didn't know what it was. Okay. I'm not this I'm not a square. I never have, because I was what I do for a living and being in the military. I've never had drugs. So, I'm just saying that if Cheryl says edibles is where it's at, I'll take your word for it. People told me that they're going to buy me like a brownie or something one of these days. When I'm not working, and maybe I'll have a brownie. I'll be getting married either late this year or spring. All right. The elder AJ Brayhue getting married. I tell you, I want to go to that bachelor party. We're going to be listening to Raider Mike, and Raider Mike's probably going to be talking about his Blues. How you doing, shipmate? What's going on? Mike, you there? Mike.
Hello.
Mike, can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot I had it on my headphones here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you real good.
Great. I'm really sorry. I mean, I took the phone off. I was going to talk in the phone. I forgot I had my wireless headsets on. Anyway, I'm at the gym again.
Oh, okay. Hey, do an extra couple reps for me, brother.
I know. I tell you, you were talking about that. You said you need some time to get, working out again. So.
I do. When this room gets done and when that gets done, I swear I'll come home. I won't work so much many extra hours. I'll come home, or I'll start in the morning. I'll get on the treadmill or do some weights. I'll do something, I swear. But it's got to be accessible. It's got to be accessible to me. I'm not going into the garage where there's nothing in the garage and it's not the right, you got to have the right mental atmosphere to do it. And I can't do it, but I will eventually.
Well, I like doing it up here at the gym because you get out of the house. So it's, it's an excuse to kind of get away and do something different. So
I got you. Well, my gym will be next to this, but that's okay. Hey, but congratulations to your Blues, brother.
I'm just going to bring them up real quick. I know, like I said, I know not everybody wants to hear about them, but this is a big deal here in St. Louis. First time in 49 years.
Yeah.
And we've been in the finals.
Against the Bruins, too, baby. Against the same Bruins.
the Bruins were the Boston team, the Patriots that beat the Rams back in 2002.
Yeah.
And then the Red Sox beat the Cardinals twice, 2004 and I think 2013.
Something like that. That's
we
right.
We all back. We got to get back at them.
You do.
We got to.
Oh, please beat them.
It's kind of crazy because everybody's real, excited about it being in and making a big deal about it. And I'm like, you know what? It doesn't matter if we don't win. It's not going to matter.
That's right. That's right.
Being the Raider fans that we are, we know what it was like to lose to Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl.
And I live here. I live in Tampa Bay, baby. Talk about the worst place to live as a Raider fan.
And what a way to lose to your old coach. With this playbook. So,
yeah.
But anyway, so that's all I'm like with the Blues. I'm like, if they do not win, then I don't think it's worth it. It's just not going to be complete. You got to win a championship, and people are going to realize that, if we don't. But hopefully we will. I'm confident. So, they were in last place in January 2nd, January 3rd in the entire NHL, and now they're in the finals. So that's pretty big accomplishment.
Well,
in 1 year.
Like I said, like you said, there is nothing impossible if it's done right. And by the way, who is the coach of the Blues?
Berube.
Who?
Craig Berube.
Oh, Berube. Okay.
Coach, Craig Berube. He took over. Mike Yo was the head coach at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
He got fired in November.
Yeah.
And Craig Berube took over, and he's up for Coach of the Year too. So. Pretty amazing.
I was going to say Berube I've liked for a long time. He's a hard-nosed coach, but he's a player's coach, and the people, they play for him because he has that hard-nosed mentality that he did when he played, and he's brought that to St. Louis, and they're going to be a fantastic team. I just want them to win, but if they don't win, gosh darn it, they better not be embarrassed. At least not get embarrassed.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Everybody's excited, and I'm excited too. But I want to finish the deal. Like I said, I know what it was like to lose when the Raiders lost in 2003 or when was it? I can't remember. But I think it was 2002 when we lost to your favorite Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But,
yeah,
and it was not a fun feeling.
Well, they need.
I just want to finish the deal.
They need to win. They need to win, Mike, and do all that strange voodoo that you do to make sure that they do it, brother. Make sure.
Oh yeah, and I got friends that want to go to the game, but they're talking like $700 for nosebleeds, and I'm like, a little too pricey for me.
Yeah, you can watch. You get better coverage watching it on NBC.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you're breaking up. I'm having a hard time on this.
No, I said you get better coverage watching it on NBC, and you can get all your snacks and beer right there at your house.
Oh, exactly. Like I go to a game, I spend half the time in line getting beer, and the other half the time in line going to the bathroom. So
That's right. And save money.
It's a waste.
Save money.
It's a waste, yeah. But it would be cool to go to a Stanley Cup Final game. I mean, that would be a big deal, but.
Well,
probably not going to happen.
If they have any sort of trinkets or pins or something, if providing it's not too expensive or whatnot, see if you can find me one. Actually, if you can go to the Hard Rock from St. Louis, that's one place I haven't been to yet, and I need a Hard Rock pin from St. Louis.
Okay, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and I bet you. They'll have a Hard Rock pin in St. Louis that's for about the Blues being in the Stanley Cup Finals. It'll be a collector's item.
Yeah, that's a good point. I would consider that.
Yeah, please do.
But anyway, I guess that's enough about the Blues. I'm sure everybody out there is not that excited about hearing about them, but it is a big deal here, so we're happy.
Well, go get them.
But so with our team, the Raiders, I think they were talking about this wide receiver, Doss.
Yeah, Keelan Doss.
I don't know if you heard about him.
Oh yeah. And the fact that he came as a free agent was, I mean, he just tore it up when he was playing in the Senior Bowl, and he was a fantastic receiver. But because he had, I think it was an injury which necessitated him not participating in all of the drills at the combine, and nobody drafted him, and that's our benefit. That's our benefit that he went undrafted, and he's I think he's from it's either Fresno State or San Jose State. It's from one of the schools that's up North California, so he's going to be a fantastic pick. Maybe it's Sacramento State, but anyway, he's going to be a fantastic.
You and I can't remember. It was some kind of a weird college. I don't remember. You and Davis or something like that. Maybe?
Oh, UC Davis. Okay, yeah, I knew it was a California school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going to be interesting. But yeah, I don't know much about this guy. I mean, you're talking, how Gruden gets. He gets all excited about these guys.
Well, remember, Gruden loves everybody.
Oh yeah.
Gruden loves everybody.
Until he trades you.
Exactly. Until he says you're not going to be traded.
Well, I'm not going to get under his case. I'm glad Mayock's there to control him. I think that's the best thing the team's had in a while. I think having him around, keep Gruden under control is a good thing.
I think so too. So what? Now you've been paying attention to the the pre-OTAs and whatnot. Obviously, there's been a lot of good rapport with Carr and the receiver. So has Carr built up that rapport with that kid Doss yet?
I have no idea. I don't even know if he's even thrown to him yet.
Well,
I mean, he had to. I guess they're excited about him, so
yeah. Well, again, they're excited about everybody. There's like 90 guys in camp, and if I
too bad they got to
go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, too bad they have to cut down to a 53-man roster.
That's right. I mean, if I had my shoulder pads on and my number 69, because I was number 69 in high school, Gruden would be. And Captain Jack is the greatest old school player we got playing small defensive tackle. That he's a phenomenon, and he's just gonna wreck the NFL and yada yada yada. He loves everybody.
Oh, he's good. Well, I think that's from his Monday Night Football.
Yeah,
he did that a lot on Monday Night Football, and I think he's kind of continuing that in his coaching career. He's definitely a bigger character than what he was back in the days when he first coached there.
Yeah, but I really think it's genuine, though. I mean, it's a little over the top, but it is genuine in the fact that he's really excited about the capabilities that he sees with this team. The more I see from Gruden and the more I get a feel for what this team is. Remember, I said that this is right now we were 4-12 last year. Right now, we're, in my estimation, we're 6-10, 7-9. Maybe by the time I get that feel for how we are actually going to play, maybe I might revise that to 8-8, 9-7. We'll see. But I gotta get a feel for how this team really comes out. And like I said,
the key is the second game of the season. And you know what that is? That's at home against the Chiefs.
Yeah, it is.
That's a game. You beat those guys in Oakland. That's a statement game. That's going to set the tone for the rest of the season. You lose to them, you get blown out by them. It's a bad game.
Right, and it's been. I think the last time we beat the Chiefs was the third at home. I should say. Actually, the last time we beat the Chiefs at all was, I think, the Thursday night games when we played them at Oakland. The last two times we played them on Thursday night, short weeks, we beat them in Oakland those two times. So we're going to need to make sure.
The first one was what we were like 0-10.
0-10. We were 0-10, and I saw that game, and that was my first game I saw a win in Oakland. I'm very proud to say that. I've been to Oakland many, many, many times for games. And that was the first game that I saw in Oakland that was a win. And I cried. Because it was so overwhelming to see the stands with everybody out there just loving up each other. The fact that we beat The Chiefs that
of
game.
all teams.
Exactly.
Yeah. I remember that 96-yard touchdown by Latavius Murray.
Yep.
I remember at the end of the game when we were trying to run, Alex Smith got the ball and the Raiders stop him, and you have two guys still standing in the backfield. Two Raiders.
Yeah, it was Khalil Mack, and then it was
linebacker.
Yeah, it was Khalil Mack, and it was like either Kirk Morrison or no. It was the other linebacker that we got rid of to the Colts.
He went to the Colts. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I can't think of the guy's name.
Right, I can't think of the name either. And they were celebrating, and Justin Tuck called a timeout. Or he either got him over on the other.
Timeout. You're right.
He did. He called a timeout so that they wouldn't be offsides because he knew, and then he chewed their ass out. Oh, it was his name was Moore. The linebacker's name was Moore. It was Khalil Mack and Moore. C.O. Moore. That's right. And Justin Tuck called a timeout. That's right. And I tell you, it was just being there, and it was stupid because they could have really affected the outcome of that game had they not had Justin Tuck not had the wits about him to call the timeout when they did. It was important.
Well, and unfortunately, after that game, great win. Unfortunately, I went to the next game, and I don't know if you remember that one up here in St. Louis with the Rams, obviously.
Oh, that was the 42-0 game?
52-0.
Yeah, well.
And I was down on the field. I got to go on the field for the game and talk to, a couple of the coaches and stuff like that. And I can't remember Morris Bradshaw. We talked to him. He showed us a Super Bowl ring. And nice guy, great guy.
Morris is awesome.
Yeah, really good guy. He said he talked to us for a while. And then at the end, when we went up to a suite, we actually sat in the suite and we watched them lose 52-0. That was rough. That was a rough year.
That was one of the worst games ever watching. I remember watching it with my club at the time, and there was nothing. It was so horrible. It was laughable at the end. We were just like saying, how bad can this be? Hey, Mike, give me your best out the door, shipmate.
Hey, go Raiders. And of course I gotta go with let's go Blues. Let's win this thing. But definitely go Raiders.
All right. Hey, good hearing from you, brother. Thanks for chiming in. And I said, share this up. We want to get everybody over here calling in all the time.
Yeah, I would yell a little bit louder, but I'm in the middle of this gym here, and I don't want everybody looking over at themselves.
I got you, brother. You're covered. You're covered.
All right.
All right. Good hearing from you, Mike.
Taking my call.
All right. Take care. That's Mike Serra over in St. Louis. We're definitely gonna root for his Blues. You can't root for a Boston team. I don't care what sport it is. I know that Tommy Beard is a big Red Sox fan, but you can't root for a Boston team. My goodness. It's just the thought is just it makes me gag. Anyway. Okay, let me get back up with some of these comments. Apologies here, man. My eyes are watering. Tired eyes. Me smoking. Nah, it'd have to be an edible. It'd have to be an edible. And Sue did sign with the Bucks. I think it was like $9.25 million a year. And obviously the reason why Sue signed with the Bucks was because he lost a lot of money in taxes being in California last year, which is one of the reasons why I said we're probably not going to be able to sign him, but maybe we can get Gerald McCoy. And Gerald McCoy with some help, he's not the greatest, but he's a hard-working defensive tackle, and he's a great locker room presence. I met the man. He would be a fantastic pickup. It just depends on what we can get him for. And, the fact that Brenson Buckner, who was his position coach last year, is our position coach, and they had a good rapport. So that means that if he wants to go that route, I think we might have an in order to pick him up. I think so. Whether it's going to happen or not remains to be seen. But, yeah, Gerald McCoy would be a good asset for the Raiders to sign. at defensive tackle. Line is open, 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. I think I've gotten through with the comments. And so the Raider Rev has us winning a division. I hope so. But I am always a pessimist. I turn to being an optimist when there's things for me to be optimistic about. But right now, I can't do it with any uncertainty because I just can't see. And turning the computer off did not unstick my keys. So I'm gonna have to call up those guys for my computer help because I can't get my key. I can't get into my computer. So it's unfortunate. I have the plan with what do you call it? Best Buy, so they can come in and do a remote on your computer. I just can't get into my computer, so that pisses me off. Am I coming to your wedding? I'd like to. Yeah. I mean, I can't say for sure. I definitely want to. So I appreciate the offer, and I would love to be out there in Vegas for a wedding. Yeah, I can't see the Raider Rev having one of those blowout bachelor parties like they have at the Hangover, but I think we could have some fun at a pre-Rev party. You know, you don't have to be a bad boy. We could. But yeah, I would love to go out there. So yeah, make sure I know about it. I mean, advance notice, and I'll do my best to get out there. That'd be great. Line is open, 813-699-0834, 813-699-0834. Again, I appreciate everybody that shares up the link to Facebook. Get those people over here. I'm gonna try. I'm just adamant. I don't know why I can't get the damn keys to work. And I turned the computer off. The mouse works, but for some reason, maybe there's got to be something that's I'm not doing, or maybe I'm not. There's got to be an easy explanation as to why the keys. Wait a second. Did it do it? Okay. Okay. So wait a second. I'm in. It works. I don't have to go to Best Buy. I got it to work. Thank God. Woo! I feel better. Because I hate having my computers in the shop, just like you don't like your cars in the shop. Line is open, 813-699-0834. You guys can see the Captain Jack screen. It's I'll show you. It's from the game in Denver. Yeah, it's the home screen. That was a really cool picture. It was actually it was in the Denver Post the next day where they did the coverage of the game. I like the picture. So I'm glad at least that the damn computer is good to go. Because I was like, man, the damn thing wasn't working. Because I don't know. Are we going to be talking? I hope so. We still got, it's only 10:37. We got at least 20 minutes until 11 o'clock. By the way, if you're keeping up with the basketball game, and we kind of off and on, 89-81, Toronto is winning, or 89-82 now, 6 minutes to go. It would be a major upset if the Raptors can beat the Bucks on their home court. would be. So 89-83 now. So only down by 6 with 6 minutes to go. We'll see what happens. Again, it to me, I'm more looking forward to the Stanley Cup Finals. I want to see the Blues win. Really obvious. I mean, that's obvious. I want to see the Blues win. And I know that in my estimation, it looks like the Warriors are going to be winning it'll be their 4th in 5 years, I think. I think it's 4th in 5 years. It'll be 3 straight. Yeah. It was win, then Cleveland, then win. And if they won, this would be their 3rd straight. So they would three-peat. And that's hard to – I mean, I can't remember. Who was the last team to three-peat in basketball? Wow. I don't know. Was it the Bulls? Probably the Bulls. The three-peat. Although I'm not even sure if they did three-peat. I don't think they did. I'd have to look that up. You guys are probably looking for it as we speak. I don't remember the Bulls three-peating. I know they came close, but I don't think they three-peated. I think if you're going to go back to a three-peat, I'd have to go maybe the Celtics in the 60s. Because I know the Lakers and the Celtics would trade off. So they never three-peated. I know the bad boy Pistons never three-peated. I don't, maybe the Bulls, but I don't even think so. So I'd have to go with maybe the Celtics in the 60s with, Cousy and Russell and Sam Jones and Casey Jones and John Havlicek and Tommy Heinsohn, those teams. Yeah, I'm showing my age there. If you guys didn't, if the only person that you knew out of that list was Bill Russell, then you need to watch old time school basketball. I mean, yeah. I mean, those were the Celtics of old. The dynasty, before dynasties were even dynasties. Line is open, 813-699-0834. See if we got anybody else who wants to call in. I always enjoy talking sports on a Thursday night. Check your numbers. No, I got it. I got it to work, Neil. So I think it's good to go. In fact, if I turn on let me see if I can go in here, go to a site. I turn on one of the browsers. I'm going to go to Chrome. And, wow, it's taking a long time. But, yeah, Chrome is here. So at least I got it to open up. So I'm happy about that. Numbers lock is okay. It is off. So I can do that. That is work. And, yeah, I can. It's working. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I'm glad that's good to go. So, yeah, it works, which means that hopefully I'm going to be getting one of my buddies is coming over here on Saturday, and hopefully we'll do some installs that will make the show a little bit better. Won't say what it is, but I don't want to promise the world and then not be able to do it. But look for hopefully some improvements with some of the portions of the show. Again, I'm hoping to when I get some time on Saturday. Yeah, I got to work on Saturday. Be great. Yeah, got to come in on Saturday. Did you get the TPS reports? Anyway, I'm gonna put my Raider hats up there, and that'll be something where we can actually maybe do like the Raider hat of the night, see if you guys even, go through them all, and, it'll be something cool. But yeah, I can't wait because when it's done, and I'll actually be able to move the camera so it won't be on an angle per se, where you don't have like, there'll be something behind me, like actually really right back here. And, it'll be better aesthetically. But I mean, I want to make sure that the number is there. I want to make sure that about the YouTube, so that we get things out and it'll be there. And I appreciate that. But we'll get things done. Can't wait for it to happen though. But we are looking at, it's 10:43. I like to have another phone call by 11. I mean, it's better to talk than not to be able to hear me sputtering. But I'll talk about anything. Again, we were watching. I mean, it's Thursday night, and normally on a Thursday, I mean, before the show, and I didn't get a chance to do it today because, like I said, I was at the stylist getting the beard trimmed and the hair cut, and had to look good that way because I want to try to at least do things that need to be done that way. But getting that done, normally on a Thursday, I'd be watching Big Bang Theory, and for all those folks that watch Game of Thrones, have seen one episode of Game of Thrones. So no spoilers because I don't know what's going on, don't care. One of these days, maybe I'll binge watch Game of Thrones. Not missing anything. I mean, it's not like I'm not going to watch it because it's a fantasy thing and there's dragons. And, well, I heard there's a lot of sex in it. So that might be interesting to watch. But, hey, Jimmy Farrell's on board, and I'm doing okay. Jarrett, thanks for coming back. And Jimmy Farrell, yeah, good to see you. Jimmy Farrell, I told people that I'm either staying with you or Jerry D in New York when we go out there this year, and I appreciate that. Bulls three-peat twice. Last three-peat was the Heat. The Heat had a three-peat? Wow. Really? Was it the Shaq and Dwayne Wade Heat? I don't remember that. Maybe it's been so long ago. It's been so long ago. I mean, I could have looked it up, but I know you guys are good for that. Matt's always on the spot. Thank you there, Matt. I can put something out and somebody will look it up for me, and I appreciate that. We get the word out. We want to make sure we all know what's going on. Thanks again, Matt Marinovich, Jimmy Farrell. And I am doing fine there, Jared. And we got some time. Since Jared is on board again, I'm sure that Jared is keeping up with his Stillers, and we can talk about them. We can talk about actually, Jared, and I don't know whether you were here at the beginning, but I actually was talking about your Pirates because according to the standings, and I said even the Pirates are, above 500. They're only 3.5 games back of Cubs. I'm glad that the Phillies split with the Cubs. I don't know how many more games you got with the Cubs and Brewers. I know we're done with the Brewers. I think we might be done, we being the Phillies, with the Cubs, but we got the Pirates. The thing that's really killing the Pirates is their negative 42 run differential, which means that their pitching has just got to be, they're either getting blown out or they're not hitting. But they have a negative 42 run differential. And obviously that's got to be picked up. Got to be picked up. Dodgers are at plus 62. Surprisingly, the Padres, who are in second place, they have a negative differential as well, but it's not so bad. It's only minus 19. So, in fact, let's do that. Wow, the Twins, plus 90. And that is why they are rolling in the Central. And the Astros, plus 94, rolling in the West. So it looks like right now those two divisions are, I mean, you can practically pencil in the Twins and the Astros for the playoffs right now. Obviously, the East is going to come down to the Yankees, the Rays, and the Red Sox. And, I'd have to look. The fact that the Indians are barely above 500. Even the Red Sox, who were abysmal at the beginning of the year, they're only 5.5 back, but they're 4 games over 500. So they still, like I said, it might be 3 teams out of the East. The Athletics are 25-25, the A's. So we'll see. I mean, I know it's still early yet, but we'll see what's going on. The game, okay, thank you. Both 3-peat twice, 91, 92, 93, 96, 97, 98. Your name was it was when Jordan was playing for the Sox. Thank you from the game. Is that Vincent? Is the game Vinny? If that's you, Vince, thanks again. My Yanks are still in first. Yes, I know. 2 games. Was it 2 games up on the Rays? I think the Rays kept up with them. 2.5. 2.5 up on the A's. Time for your ribeye? Wow. Oh, man, I'd love a rib. Man, I tell you, this weekend, I have to figure out. I had leftovers from Red Lobster today. They're okay, but it just I might just need to learn not to eat so or to get so much from Red Lobster because I always have a big amount of leftovers. They just don't taste the same. But steak is steak. I might maybe make it out to a steak place on a Saturday or Sunday. We'll see. Line is still open. Jimmy Farrell, AJ Brahue, thanks for calling in earlier. Matt Marinovich, one of these days, sir, I'd love to have you call in, brother. I'd love to have you call in. Yeah, Jimmy, I saw the video that you sent me. The overhead imagery must be a drone. That the local Vegas was it the weather guessers out there was rolling video about the new Raider Stadium. Man, I tell you, that's if you don't think that we're going to be there in playing next year, I mean, knock wood. But I see no reason why. And I think what was it? I know that there was a gentleman. Oh, Mern Shepard. Okay, thanks, Mern. I try to figure out who all the people are here. Thank you, there, sir. Or appreciate you giving me the information. What was I babbling about? Oh, the stadium. Yeah, I mean, Raider Stadium. I mean, knock wood. No reason why the Raiders are going to be playing in Oakland next year. This year, yeah. But those people that say that they won't, they put it in their contract. There was that option for next year, just in case shit happens. But I don't see it. I don't foresee it happening. By the way, Toronto is up by 2 over Milwaukee with the ball. And they're trying. Well, let's see what happens. This actually looks interesting. And shot is short, but Gasol gets the rebound. Wow. Another 24 for the Raptors. Yeah. But the black hole. I know that you're saying that in jest, Matt, but because I know the black hole is not going to be out there because of the naming rights is not there. I'm going to say goodnight. Okay. Wow. Cher, thank you for staying up with me, sweetheart. I appreciate you being here. I always love to have my ladies out here. Thank you. You take care. I didn't realize that you had surgery. But you do take care and make sure that I get a chance to see you when I come out to Vegas. Okay. Take care of yourself, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. And Do take care. The black hole naming rights obviously is not happening. I mean, there won't be a black hole in by name because the gentleman that owns that has not turned it over and says he's not going to. So they're going to have to figure out whatever that special section of Raider fans is going to be. It's not going to be the black hole until they either pay the man a large sum of money or something else happens entirely. They're going over the review right now of whether actually I don't know what they're looking at. I mean, the ball hit the rim. So, and there was a rebound. I don't have the volume up, so I'm wondering whether if it's a 24-second violation or like a clock violation. But he got the rebound, so I don't know. I don't have the volume up, so I can't really hear what's going on. The whole stadium is the black hole. I know, Matt. I know. And again, I said this before. I'll say it again. My heart goes out to the fans of the Raiders that are from NorCal that have seen their team taken away twice. I don't have any issues with that. I mean, it's like I feel bad for those fans, but I mean, I'm looking at it as a Raider fan that doesn't live in Northern California. Never lived in Northern California. I've been a Raiders fan since I've been a kid in Philadelphia. So it's different for me. It's different for me. If Gasol gets this free throw, probably could ice the game. And he misses it. Okay, so the Bucks are down 3. They're down 3. Up. What's the call? There's a bunch of people spinning their hands in the air. I don't know what the call is. We'll figure it out. I think who they're saying it's off of. Whether it's who's 13. If the Raptors have the ball, that's pretty much going to be the game. We'll see. But there's 5 minutes. There's 5 minutes to 11, and we're here. We're here. So if you want to give me a call real quick, we'll take it. If not, we'll definitely be here till the end of the game, which is going to be in like 24 seconds or so. We're trying to figure out who has the ball, whether it's off of the Bucks or whether it's off of Siakam, which will tell us. Looks to be that Milwaukee still maintains. I think they said Milwaukee still maintains possession. No. They gave a new 24. I don't have my volume on, so I'm trying to see. No, the Raptors have the ball because Gasol's going to inbound. So this might be it. Ed Winchell, you are definitely my last call of the evening, sir. How you doing, brother?
Good, Captain. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good. But we're gonna do all that we can to end the show on a high note.
Yes, of course.
Of course. How's your week been?
It's been okay, thanks. It's been kind of busy. We've had a little rain, but other than that, thank God I'm still here.
Yep. Any day that we're calling in means that the ticker is working.
That's it. And I thank the good Lord for that.
That's right. And Raider Rev has blessed us all. So in that respect, good things happen to those that are in tight.
Tell him God bless him back.
God bless as well. That's it. So what do you got for me tonight, Ed?
Well, I wanted you to know, we've talked so much, I don't know if we've gone over this, but whenever you come to a game, I'm 45 minutes away from Oakland Stadium or Coliseum, I mean. So feel free to hang out here if you want.
I would like that. I mean, it'd be nice to go out there and hang out with people that I hang out with and be well. I don't want to put people out, and I don't want it to seem like I'm looking for a free ride. But
no, I don't think that way. You could pay for your hotels. I'm just saying it would probably be more fun to hang with me for a day or two, and we go to the game together and see what happens.
Oh, I would enjoy that. Like I said, it's a good thing because I hang out with friends, and yes, I do save money that way. So that's good.
I know. There's nothing to be shy about that. I mean, Christ. So I wanted to leave that door open for you. What else is going on? The Dodgers are looking great.
Yeah.
I got to say something about that. I still think it's going to go down to the Dodgers and Yankees. I mean, the Yankees are still playing, mass style. I don't think anybody who started the season is on the field these days. That I may be wrong.
Well, the Yankees are starting to get some of their players back, although the Andahar is gone for the year. Mike Stanton had a reoccurrence of a slight. I'm not sure if it was a hamstring or a pec down in his rehab assignment, so he is not coming back anytime soon. I know Jimmy Farrell will probably do the specs if he's still here with us, but the Yankees are getting some people back, but they're also missing. They're missing a lot of their second coming of Murderer's Row because I don't think Judge is playing yet, and I know Stan's not playing yet. So,
no.
he said it's his hamstring. So, when the Yankees get close to 100%, they're going to be scary good again. The Rays, they have a lot of injuries that they're fighting with right now, with their starting pitcher, what's his nose? The kid that they got from the Pirates for Chris Archer, Glasnow. Yeah, Glasnow is gone for at least till mid-June. They have a couple pitchers that are still ready to come back from maybe Tommy John surgery. So, if the Rays get better, they have nobody at catcher right now. It's amazing that they're still, even as close as they are to the Yankees. So we'll see. But again, it's gonna be a tight in the East. It's gonna be tight in the East.
Yeah, I mean, I was reading the New York Times or something. They've got the Dodgers up there to win the National League West, of course.
Right.
Where they're playing, who's not going to think that? And I'm planning on getting tickets. Anyway, whoever Dodgers play, I'm going to have tickets. So I'll set you up for a seat. We'll go to the World Series one of these times.
I tell you, if you say that, I'll make an effort. And yeah, Jimmy Farrell is asking if we're still up for opening day. Yeah, Jimmy, we're still up for that. And Ed is still working that issue. So again, if you don't know, and if we're going to have a big party the weekend of the first game in Las Vegas, come on out for the first official Raider game, a regular season Raider game in Vegas. We're going to have a party in Vegas.
Isn't it going to be on Monday night? I hear it's the first Monday night game.
Well, this year, the first game for the Raiders this year in Oakland is the Monday night game against Denver.
Monday this year?
Yes. The first game this year is the Monday night game against Denver. We open and close with the Broncos, opening up in Oakland and closing in Denver. In fact, the closing game in Denver is probably going to be a game that I don't go to. But as it is right now, I'm going to pretty much, I think it's 14 games and this year. So that's a lot of games, even for me.
Oh, for sure. for sure. I've been in touch with the field supervisor at Oakland Coliseum. He's assured me 2 seats for us. I'm getting you one for your office and one for me. We don't have to go tearing things down or do all that. He's when a couple days later, he's going to pick up a couple of them and hold them for us.
That's awesome.
Is that awesome, man?
That is awesome. That is going. Well, I tell you what, it's going here. I don't know where, but it's going in here.
Right.
It's
right.
going in here.
You'd love it.
I would definitely love it. That would be awesome. In fact, I'm debating. I'm trying to find glasses. Oh, Hillary Clinton came on the line, and seriously, Hillary Clinton. Hi, Hillary, and you're not my president, but thank you for joining us.
You came on your line there.
Yeah, it's in the comments section. So I have Hillary Clinton. Nice to hear from you, Hillary.
I thought you were dead. I heard she was going to be assassinated.
I didn't say that. I just
read that somewhere.
I cannot attest to that. I didn't say it.
I know. I don't know. I just heard that her and Bill's days are they're running scared. There's no way that they can hide anymore. And I think we're going to see that in the next month or two. They are going to get lambasted. That's what's going to happen to them.
Yeah.
So.
But I tell you what, that's one of the things I don't. I said I keep politics off of here as much as possible. But thank you for joining us, Hillary, for your comments. Thank you for joining us, Hillary. And yes, Jimmy Farrell wants to know if you're going to the Raiders-Jets game.
In New York or here?
In New York.
In New York, isn't it?
In New York, yeah.
No, I'm not. At least I don't have plans to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, things that. Oh, and Hillary says no problem with me not talking politics. Thank you, Hillary. I appreciate that.
I've heard she got very lonely in her late ages, her late stage of life. So she's just looking to find something to do. Yeah.
Oh man, no man. Oh boy, I'm gonna follow my rules. I'm not gonna talk about it.
I wasn't talking either because I know you want to keep a stand up.
Yeah.
AAA.
Oh,
shows.
I'd like to, but
I know.
That I mean, Hillary.
So I think.
Thanks for joining us. If you want to have maybe some of your friends join us as well, that's fantastic. Thank you for coming on to the show. Yeah,
I saw Big Show going crazy.
Yeah,
on the news today about that.
We were talking about that. He was now. I didn't know. And Raider Rev was telling me that apparently he's had some what do you call like he lost his son and he's been playing through it. Did not know that. So again, my heart blessings go out to him on his loss. But I mean, still, the fact that I got to see the video. From everything that I've heard about it, was he was having a temper tantrum, and I got to watch the video.
Goddamn this and stuff like that. And I got to tell you, there's not one pitcher, at least that I would think I know about, that would not know when his 7 other guys in the outfield and infield are not set, ready to go. And I think somebody said that. I don't know who it was, said that he should have pitched someone inside. That way it wouldn't be so easy to, run a bunt down the third baseline.
Right.
But not to show that kind of stuff. I mean, these guys, they got to know that kids are watching. It's going to be on the news and all this stuff. And maybe it's because he's having a lot of personal problems. I don't know.
I mean, that's got to be, as far as I'm concerned, that's got to be it. There's really no other way around it. I mean, again, if you're if you're playing baseball and you're using a shift, and I was told it was an overshift, right?
Right.
If
no one is covering third base.
Right. If there's nobody playing on the third base line, hey, if you're going to beat the shift, that's the way to beat it. So you know what? If you don't like it, tough. Then make sure that you get off the mound and can play field your position.
Right.
And if you can't field your position, then sucks being you.
That's right. And it's uncalled for. I mean, it's uncalled for. I know that Peter O'Malley, Walter O'Malley, ex-owners of the Dodgers would not be happy with that kind of a character on the infield, saying that stuff.
Right. Hell, Branch Rickey wouldn't be happy with
Branch
that.
wouldn't be. No, none of them would.
Right.
I mean, Christ, it's incredible. What the Dodgers have done, in the last 75 years. And I just think they gotta, if he is that personally into his life and he can't concentrate on the game, he's got to go tell that to what's his name, the manager.
That's right.
Or somebody. I'm sure he's friends with somebody, and he's mentioned it. And somebody, that's supposed to be a tight clubhouse there, from what I'm told.
Yeah, and like I said, if there are issues, personal issues, which are over and above what he can handle, then he needs to get himself right first. And once that gets done, then things will work out for the well. Again, no nastiness meant to Rich Hill, but if you have an issue, your mental health and well-being is paramount and number one, because you need to be right first in order to make yourself right for your team.
Right. You're right.
And honestly, okay, if we're now, and I don't know all of them, but Rich Hill is what, the number 3 starter, because you got Kershaw and RU and then Hill, and then who's their 4th starter?
This young guy, is it Walter? Beecher or something like that? I'm not sure.
I haven't been keeping up.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But young guy, good right-hander. And then, of course, you've got the Asian guy.
The
Southpaw, Ryu.
Yep.
Right. So, and then this guy that's going to be coming up, they're bringing up a kid that's supposed to be the hottest thing since Kershaw was 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. His name is like Bilo or something, Kintron. It's going to surprise a lot of people, and Dodgers have them in their holster right now. So,
well, and
I'm looking forward to seeing some of that.
I would say, as Raider Rev and I were talking about, it's good to make sure that you're good with your starting pitcher, but I tell you what, your relief and your bullpen is going to dictate who wins in October. And so the Dodgers need to worry about that. Like I said, the Phillies need to worry about it, and the Dodgers need to worry about it. But I said the Phillies have their bullpen is sketchy at best, and I think the Dodgers are winning with a lot of good timely hitting, and they don't have to worry about their late inning relief, because they're normally up by a lot. So that hasn't reared its ugly head yet. So hopefully, as a Dodger fan, that that'll be good to go for them. But it remains to be seen. And I said, I'd love to go to Chavez Ravine, because I've never been there. And if, like I said, if the Dodgers make it to the series, Ed, and you get tickets, I'm out there with you, brother.
I'll get tickets. Oh, for sure. For sure. Yeah, they haven't won since 1988. So this would be 31 years, 98, 108, 31 years.
Was that off the Kirk Gibson series?
They've they've got a much better ball club than they did before.
Yeah.
Last year they didn't have Seeger the whole year. That was a hole.
Yeah.
Well,
I tell you,
having a terribly good year.
If you got a buddy in the Dodger organization and whatnot, please let them know, and they can look this up. Okay, Herman Levy, who is my great uncle. Okay, and I've said this before. Herman Levy moved when the Dodgers went from Brooklyn to L.A. and he told his wife, "See ya," and he went with the Dodgers from Brooklyn to L.A. So I am his great nephew or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. I'd love to meet somebody, like Magic or somebody in the organization saying that, yeah, I actually have a kindred spirit with the Dodgers in that respect. Now, the Herman ended his career with the Padres, which is why I have a bunch of Padres jerseys, because I also like San Diego, other than there being a lot of Chargers fans here, but it's a beautiful city. But I do have a Brooklyn Dodgers Jackie Robinson jersey. I don't have any other Dodger thing, but I will have a kindred spirit if it comes down to it. I mean, I don't hate the Dodgers. I actually like the Dodgers more than I like the Giants because of obviously, if you're going to say Dodgers or Giants, I'm going to go Dodgers every day. It's because of my great uncle. So it'd be cool. It'd be cool to go out there and to go to Chavez Ravine and go hang out with some people. That'll be awesome.
Well, I can guarantee you this, God willing, if we can make it to the World Series, and I know Vin Scully will be there with his wife, Sandy. I've been working with them when I did some media campaigns for Dodgers a while back. If we get there, I'll try to set it up where we can visit with Vinny, and he can tell you about the plane ride that your relative flew from New York to L.A. back in '58 or '59.
Wow, that would be
like that.
That would be
I
awesome.
think Vin Scully would know him like a brother, I'm sure.
I'm sure. And it's like, yeah, that would be great. And Vin Scully, man, getting a chance to meet Vin Scully in person would be great.
Wouldn't it be? Yeah.
It would be.
I haven't talked to him in a long time, but when they were the 70s and they were Hollywood's team, like with Frank Sinatra, with Lasorda and everybody.
Yeah.
And everybody would come in Lasorda's office and, do this and that. But let's pray that happens, because we can make it happen.
Well, I tell you what, I will pray only if my Phillies don't make it, but I'll pray that the Dodgers make it if my Phillies don't.
Phillies are still looking good, aren't they?
They are. They're still in first place in the East. They are.
Right. I thought so. Yeah. No, I would like to see the Phillies there.
Yeah.
I'd
love to see it as well.
Maybe for the National League. Both of them can't go there. So what would be the championship?
Yeah, the National League Championship Series, Dodgers, Phillies. That would be a win-win for me.
Right.
Hey, Ed, I'm gonna end this because we've gotten our 2 hours. I appreciate, obviously, I always appreciate having you come on. So we'll do this right from the get-go. Hang on a second here. I'll do this right. We're gonna have our out-the-door music. I hope you've enjoyed the show tonight. Man, I got one of those damn mind migraines again, where my eyes, I guess I'm very tired. But it's been fantastic. I appreciate everybody being out here for the show. And Ed, thank you for being here, shipmate. You take care.
Okay, buddy. I'll talk to you next week.
All right. Thanks again. That was Ed Winchell. Oops, sorry, Ed. Didn't mean to cut you off. And again, this has been Captain Jack for the Ask Captain Jack show. Thank you for coming out tonight. Man, I apologize. I hate it when my eyes is water like a faucet. But we're getting folks over here. And thank you for being here again. Share this up to all your Facebook groups. We're here every Thursday. We're here every Sunday. And if we're not, I'll let you guys know. I'll let folks know. But it's always a pleasure. So have a great week. We'll see you Sunday here. We'll do the show. It'll be the You Don't Know Jack About Sports Show. That'll be on Sunday, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 6 o'clock Pacific. We'll see you then. Yar! Check y'all on Sunday. Take care, guys and gals, mates and wenches. We'll see you next time.